Guys, welcome back to 1% Kids. I'm the host, Marlo. And for tonight's bedtime story, we have Poky and Friends, Tales of Friendship. I'm not sure if you can see that or how well that's zoomed out. Every time I read a book, at the end, after we finish reading it, I always see what kind of message the book tries to deliver. So we're going to jump right into this. But before we do, I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to read books with me. It's something I really, really value. My son and I, we enjoy it. We read the books together and things like that, and I cherish it. It's something I can look back on down the road, and I just think it's pretty cool. So if you like what I'm doing, feel free to share, like, comment. Anything helps, guys. I appreciate it. So let's just jump right into Poky and Friends. Poky and Friends, Tales of Friendship. It was the sort of spring morning that Poky, little puppy, liked best. The sky was as blue as could be, and it was specked with just the right number of clouds. They floated around and bumped into one another, creating lots of different shapes. Was that a bone, or a cat, or a yummy bowl of barky bits? Adventure was blowing in the breeze, tickling Poky's nose. And when the front end of a puppy is tickled, the back end can't help wagging with excitement. It was time, Poky decided, to go out into the wide, wide world and sniff around. Poky climbed to the top of a large, flat rock to see what there was to see. He was very disappointed to find Sylvester the snake there. Sylvester seemed just as surprised to see Poky. The two of them turned to leave so quickly they didn't realize the other was leaving too. Poky ran until he reached a big oak tree, but he found Sylvester already slithering there, too. Again, they both rushed off in opposite directions. Next, Sylvester showed up at Poky's favorite place under Farmer Fieldman's footbridge. Now, what was Poky to do? He was out of breath by the time he made it to Farmer Feldman's vegetable garden. He hoped Sylvester wouldn't show up there, but as Poky ran in at one end of the garden, Sylvester slithered in at another. Can a snake get any privacy? Hissed the annoyed Sylvester, flicking his tongue. Perhaps an early super of a Poky little puppy will stop your constant interruptions, he threatened. Poky certainly didn't want to hang out with a hungry snake, but as he started to run away again, he heard a rustling noise coming from some nearby vegetables. Not another pest, sighed the exasperated snake. Just then, a bushy tail popped up from behind a cabbage. Sylvester let out a very unsnake-like "Ark!" and slithered past Poky as fast as he could. A nose-wrinkling smell filled the air. Poky stopped in his tracks, wondering what had caused the awful smell. A furry black and white stranger peered out from behind the cabbage. "Hi, my name's Kit," she said. "I was practicing spraying and didn't know anyone was here. I hope my skunk scent doesn't bother you too much." "No, it's okay," said Poky with a shrug, but Sylvester the snake got sprayed with a direct hit. He'll probably be smelly for a very long time. "That's good," giggled Kit. "Making snakes unhappy is one of the things a skunk's tail is supposed to do." "Well, anyone who can get rid of Sylvester is a friend of mine," exclaimed Poky, as he happily rubbed noses with his new friend. "Your tail sure is fluffy," said Poky, admiring Kit's bushy tail. "I'll bet it's really something to see when you wag it." "My tail mostly goes up and down, not side to side like yours," admitted Kit. "I'm not sure I know how to wag my tail like a puppy does." Poky jumped around excitedly. "I'll teach you how to wag your tail like a puppy," he said, "if you teach me how to use my tail to scare away Sylvester." "I don't know if I can do that," Kit laughed, "but I'll try." My tail is also fun to chase, said Poky. As he started running in a small circle, Kit gave it a try. Hey, this is fun, she said. Kit and Poky soon got so dizzy they fell to the ground in one furry heap. After he caught his breath, Poky said, chasing your own tail is a lot better than being chased by a snake. It sure is, agreed Kit, but it's still not as good as making a new friend like you. The end. That was a good book. I really like that book. That is Poky and Friends, Tales of Friendship. What's cool about this is Poky was on basically an adventure and he ran into a snake. He obviously didn't want to run into a snake. I completely understand why. Me personally, I would never want to run into snakes, right? Into a snake or snakes. But it shows that like when you go out on an adventure, which adventures are a blessing. I love adventures. It's something new. You don't know what's going to happen. You have an idea, but you never know what's going to happen along the way. So you got to enjoy the journey of adventures and going out and doing something new and exciting. The lows are low, the highs are high, and you enjoy the journey in the process, right? You enjoy it all because a lot of amazing things can happen when you don't control the situation, and in the unknown, a lot of amazing and beautiful things can happen, which did for Poky. So he didn't want to be bothered by the snake. He ran to the garden. He was just running, trying to run from the snake, and he just couldn't, right? He just couldn't get away, and while running from the snake, he met a good friend, the skunk, right? So you never know where an adventure will take you, will lead you. And if you take one, you might just find a new friend. Remember, guys, you can do anything you set your mind to. You want to speak it, believe it, and receive it. We're capable of amazing, amazing things. Until next time, guys, take care, and thanks for joining 1%.